Summer's early light by the creek where dreams take flight. Mountains dance with whispering leaves. Nature's hymns put hearts at ease. Flag waves high in the mountain breeze. Stories of old whisper through the trees. Eagles soaring in the sky teach us how to reach and fly. Creekside dreams and mountain air find me there without a care. Whispered secrets, flowing streams, chasing moonlit, starry beams. Workshop nest amidst the wood, doing things just cause we could. Crafting tales with coffee in hand, together in this peaceful land. Fireside with ember glow, nighttime tales from long ago. Hearts are warm, our spirits free, underneath the old oak tree. Creekside dreams and mountain air find me there without a care. Whispered secrets, flowing streams, chasing moonlit, starry beams. Workshop nest amidst the wood, doing things just cause we could. Crafting tales with coffee in hand, together in this peaceful land. Fireside with ember glow, nighttime tales from long ago. Hearts are warm, our spirits free, underneath the old oak tree. Creekside dreams and mountain air find me there without a care. Whispered secrets, flowing streams, chasing moonlit, starry beams. Dreams and mountain air find me there without a care. Whispered secrets, flowing streams, chasing moonlit, starry beams.
Hey, guys, what's happening? Good morning. I see Max, Lilu, Robert in the chat. Paul's here. What is up, everybody? As you can all see, Miss Georgie is having problems with her interwebs. So hopefully she will get that fixed soon and be with us before we know it. Yeah. Size matters. Yes. Size matters. Tinkering with new options here, guys. So just bear with me for a few minutes. We'll get to it. All right. So, how's everybody's day after Christmas go? Everybody have a good relaxing day after Christmas. And there goes my Yahoo. I better shut him up for the duration of this little soiree. So, what do you guys think? Both the civil cases have been dropped. Blam! Jim's been. Yep, I'm here now. Yes. Both cases, both the civil cases have been dropped. Well, we know for certain that the thumbnail case has been dropped, and I'm assuming that the trespass 5 one will drop as well. Oh, hey, what's up, TC? Welcome. Good morning, sir. Hey, by the way, everybody, if you're not subscribed to TC, Tim or one of the admins will post his link. You guys run on over there and check him out. Especially check out his chicken stream. He's got a chicken live stream that he streams every day that's pretty freaking awesome. Shows all of his little girls running around doing their little chicken thing. And he's also has a link to his Gives and Go to help them out. His wife recently had some health issues, and if you can donate, it would be greatly appreciated. If you cannot, you can actually go to his YouTube channel and stream his chicken feed in the background with the muted, and every little bit helps. He is monetized, so that if you can't donate, that's a good way to help him out. The admins will post the links here shortly. So you guys go over and help old Tim out, or TC out if you can. I'm sure anything will help. Hello, good morning, Gary. Good morning. Mr. Voss in the house. Tim. Yeah, gotta love that chicken money. Gotta get that chicken money rolling in, Tim. Without the chicken money, there's no sense in being here. All right. What do you guys think about the thumbnail case getting dropped? I actually think Queen Lynette does not have the funds to pay Mr. Stark. And I do believe deep down inside that Mr. Stark has basically told her, without money, you don't have me. And without me, you don't have Case. Well, I don't think that the walruses, the thunder cows, the fleas, whatever anybody wants to call them, I don't think those guys are going to give her any money. I honestly think that it's all about them. It's nothing to do about her. And I do honestly believe that most of the money collected probably is in their pocket, not where it needs to go. So I think old Mr. Stark put his foot down just like Mr. Silver Scam did. Said, look, without paying me, I'm not going any farther. So some people have suggested that they've canceled it so they could pull all their funds together to fight the federal case. I don't really think that's the issue. No matter how much money the fleas, thunder cows, or whatever you want to call them, has collected, I don't think these two cases are going to help in any way, shape, or form. Oh, let's see if we can't get Georgie in here. Hopefully her internet is back. Good morning, Georgie girl.
Morning.
All right, you got to speak a little louder.
Morning. Well, I thought
there
it
you
faked.
go. There you go. You're getting there. You're there. We were just talking about the civil cases getting the axe. Well, at least the one that we know of, the thumbnail case. What you think? You think it's financial reasons? That's what I think. Oh, she must have spotted out on her internet again. Yep. She's spotty with her internet. Good morning, Lilu. Nancy, how are you guys doing? It's absolutely wonderful to see you guys. Oh, yeah, exactly, Miss Tammy. They thought that they could get a settlement out of these fraudulent, fraudulent lawsuits. And I think it's hilarious. They actually go, they know Jeremy's not going to settle. They know Tat is too hard to catch because he's moving around constantly. And so they went after Larry, the DUI guy, first, asking for him to settle. I think that's a joke. That's just funny as can be. I mean, Larry is just like Jeremy. He will fight it as far as he can possibly fight it. So I think they saw that they were going up against a losing battle. And that this, hello, DW. Good morning, sir. I think that this just costing them a little too much money. And in the long run, the only people that's going to suffer from these lawsuits are going to be the ones representing old Lynette. Lynette, she's got no skin in the game whatsoever. But Mr. Stark, he's actually got to feed his family. And no matter how much old Bubbles thinks that he can con and convince other lawyers to help, I don't think it's really going to matter. Because at the end of the day, Stark's not going to do this for free. And that's what they are counting on, in my opinion. Okay, DW, you're a female. I know that now. You just embarrassed me on my own chat, so now I'll remember that for the rest of my life. Welcome, young lady. Watch Larry in what, Max? I watch Larry all the time. I haven't watched him here lately because I've been a little busy. Yes, Tammy, Mr. Stark. Oh yeah. That's okay. That's something that I'm wanting to talk about. Bruce, in my opinion, Bruce threw all this crap at the wall just to see what would stick, right? And how these two cases actually got put on the docket to be tried in the first place has amazed me. But now he's got to worry about them getting countersued for the frivolous and fraudulent cases brought against them. And I have a sneaky feeling he's going to lose his shirt. Because at the end of the day, he's going to end up costing Lynette and himself all of this. Because do you think for 1 second that Mr. Stark is going to say, hey, I did it. I filed this. It's all me. He's going to say, this is the person who wrote the motions. This is the person who filed the motions. You go after him. And I think for that little particular ordeal, I think that's who I think Larry and Randy's going to go after him full tilt boogie, because Bruce has openly admitted that he's done all of this stuff up until now to drag out the case and to cost Jeremy money. I mean, he hasn't stated that he's done it to cost Jeremy money, but we all know that's what he's doing. Because every single motion he files, Jeremy's lawyers have to turn around and file this, counter motions to his motions, and those all cost money. And Lynette's not having to pay for anything. Lynette's not, she's not paying for a thing. And when you start messing with people that have deep, deep pockets like Jeremy and Larry, oh man, you better have some deep pockets to fight them back. And I don't think that any of them, I don't think Bruce or, well, we know Lynette don't have a pot to piss in. So it's going to be interesting when the old bills start coming due and they have to start paying up or start losing assets. I don't think that Bubbles fully understood what he was getting into, all because he wanted to be, how can I say this? He wanted some notoriety. He wanted some attention for his stupid mac and cheese thing, which I have not read. I will not read. I mean, I've had enough people that I respect openly admit that it's just a bunch of crap. So why would I want to read something like that? It's crazy. But yep, I do believe this is going to end up costing them horribly in the long run. They picked a fight with a giant and they're going to lose. Dwayne Lynette got a bucket. Yeah, she got a bucket. That's about all she's got. Oh no, she got the upgraded porta potty. Yeah, we got to remember that. They high class hillbillies now. They got the porta potty, not just the blue bucket. Yes, he wanted YouTube fame, Gary. He sure did. But he got the wrong kind of fame, in my opinion. He got all the negativity he could possibly wish for. He has brought every bit of it down on his own head. Yeah, exactly, Lilu. I think he thought that all these guys would settle. They'd get a little bit of cash to put into their war chest so they could fight Jeremy in federal court, and it all came crashing down. Yep, that's right, Robert. Old Bubbles, he he promised Lynette her house to be finished and her way to get rid of John and all the little goodies that come along with it, and they ain't getting none of it. They're getting the exact opposite. Oh, it's going to be so funny if Jeremy actually gets that property. I mean, I know he doesn't want it, but hey, property's property. I don't care if it is a cesspool. At the end of the day, knowing that those boneheads have to leave and he has their property because they can't financially afford to pay him what they're going to lose in court, that's just the cherry on the top right there. One, refused Lynette's request for counsel. That federal judge was the one that refused Lynette's request for counsel, and he knows what's going on. Well, he refused to give her free counsel. And anything in the United States, from what I understand, the only time you're guaranteed free counsel is if it's a criminal case. A civil case, you're not guaranteed anything. You show up and either fight it yourself or you hire a lawyer. Court can't give you a lawyer for federal, I don't believe. Now, if it's criminal, like old Crook, when he went to jail for pulling a firearm on children, yeah, he got a free defense attorney because that was criminal. But with it not being criminal, and with it being a civil federal case, judges aren't going to award them anything. And the only thing the judge awarded them, from what I understand, is she filed indigent circumstances, which means she's poor. She don't have any money. And that right there, I do believe is wrong. I don't think she should be allowed to do that. Now, since she's the defendant in the federal case, yes, maybe. But in those other two cases that she brought against the Trespass 5 and that she brought against Larry and them for the copyright thumbnail stuff, I do not think she should have been allowed or given the opportunity for free filings. That to me was BS. She brought the case to the courts. And if she doesn't have the money to bring the case to the courts, she shouldn't be allowed to bring them. Why should the taxpayers have to pay for the filings because she wants to sue somebody. That, in my opinion, is crap. Oh, I believe so too, Lilu. Like Randy kept saying in Jeremy's deposition to the judge, wait till you read it. You'll see what we're talking about. Just wait till you read it. And I do believe wholeheartedly when he reads that, I am hoping that he will add every one of those people as defendants. Because every one of them deserve to be sitting right beside Lynette in that courtroom. Every single one of them. Because they have done nothing but conspire to ruin somebody that has absolutely nothing to do with them. It had to do with Lynette and Crook. Lynette and Crook overstepped their bounds. They put out signs defaming Jeremy. They're the ones that created this problem. And then these other people coming in to create their little ecosystem of hate. Yeah, I think every one of them should be right on the docket, right beside every one of them. Yes, she has, Carol. She has done this to a lot of people. And the sad part is up until now, they usually just ran whenever they got called out on their BS. Well, they can't run anymore. They've sunk everything they have into a crappy little piece of property that they're probably not going to be able to sell anytime soon. So they are kind of locked into either dealing with it or they can't run. Northport, they just packed up and ran when they started getting things a little too hairy. Plus, they saw a bigger meal ticket over in Otter Creek. Let's go get some money from Jeremy. And it's funny because Jeremy has tons and tons and tons of evidence against these people. I mean, mountains of evidence. But in my humble opinion, Shara has just added the last nail into the coffin with all of her stuff. What started out as him suing her for defamation now has turned into a whole conspiracy issue. Her own lawyer has literally jumped on the bandwagon to ruin Jeremy and brought other people in to help do it. And it's all documented. Every bit of it's documented. And I think that it's going to be a pretty sad day for old Bubbles and Lynette and a whole bunch of others. Well, Max, that's an interesting concept, but the few court cases that I have actually been involved in, normally the judge will separate in the courtroom or in the courthouse. Normally the judge will separate the witnesses, but as far as them being put on as all defendants, that's going to be a pretty big table. They all going to have to sit out. They're not all witnesses anymore. If they get added to the case, they'll be defendants and they'll have to sit in that courtroom. And that's going to be funny because it's all going to be tried together. So that means Bubbles can't be the lawyer anymore if he's a defendant. So that means he's going to have a lawyer. Lynette's going to have a lawyer. The Walruses are going to have a lawyer. Who else is on there? Robbie's going to have a lawyer. Who else is on there? Let's see. That's Lynette, the head flea, Bruce, Robbie. I think there's one or two more. I can't remember, but they're all going to have lawyers to represent them. So that's going to be a huge table full of defendants. And if by some stroke of luck they all get one lawyer to represent them, that's what I would think they would try to do. But who knows? Who knows with them wackadoos? DW, she wants to void what out? I missed your first one, so Oh yeah, Patty and Marla. Yep, that's the other two, and I think they got Paul Humphrey on there too, don't they? But it's going to be interesting if they get added. I hope they do. Uh, the only one that I'm thinking will probably be a little weak adding to it will be Robbie. Robbie, he's talked his garbage, but he hasn't really been wholeheartedly in the mix the whole time. I mean, he's talked a little bit of trash, but not nearly as much as the rest of them. Oh yeah, DW. There's a whole lot of people that's involved, but the main characters are the ones that actually go on YouTube running their mouth. There's a lot of them that's hating on Jeremy, but the ones that are actually pulled together as a collective to actually do it online, that's the ones that Jeremy's going after. I mean, Marla, she's been hating on Jeremy since day one. So you just about guarantee she's going to be in there. Paul Humphrey, he's not only been hating on Jeremy, but he's been funding the hate campaign with lots of money. Patty, the same way. Then you got Bubbles. He's the creator of the ecosystem. Let's kill Jeremy Hill's page or channel, whatever you want to call it. The OG Carol, what's up? What's up, young lady? How are you? Jeremy Robbie do have history. Yes, they do have history. No, we do not know the whole whole extent of it, because up until all of this garbage, Robbie's pretty much kept his mouth shut. But when he goes on the fleas and attacks Jeremy, yeah, he's going to be added. He should have just kept to his little keep my mouth shut thing and not said a word. Good morning, Redneck. Yes, I'd like to see that too. I'm not even going to try. Well, I am not even going to try and pronounce your name. Turdo something. Exactly. Redneck, what's up? DW. Yep, I do believe that in the long run, things are going to really hurt some of those people. They're going to be wishing that they never heard of Jeremy Hills. I'll tell you that right now. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, Miss Carol. You enjoy the day with your kids and your grandbabies. Unfortunately, Coop doesn't have grandbabies, and my kids are grown doing their own thing. So one of them is in South Dakota, and the other one, she's down here in Florida somewhere. I really don't know, but Bruce. Exactly, Robert. I do believe Bruce, he contacted her for two reasons. One, he knew he was going to try and get some publicity out of it. And two, he thought he could get some money out of Jeremy if he could get Jeremy to settle. And I think it's all blowed up in his face. And every day, more and more evidence comes out. And with Shara's evidence, oh my God, let me tell you, that is, I still say that Shara's evidence is the last nail in the coffin. I mean, it turned, how do I want to say that? It turned a defamation case into a conspiracy case to deliberately try and hurt someone's businesses. And on top of that, Jeremy has all the proof showing that, hey, my wages, my income has went from here to here, and it's being caused by this person, this person, this person, and this person. And let me show you how that's caused, how it's happened. And he's got all the evidence linking each and every one of them to what's caused his business to drop. It's definitely going to be a eye-opening experience for a lot of these people. And I don't think they're going to like it. Nope. So, Char's deposition. Well, apparently, from what I've been told, the only two people that have access to that right now online that's talking about it are Tug and Megan. And more power to them. I wish them well. I wish it would drop on the dockets so the rest of us could get it and read it. Oh, there's Yamaha Biker. What's up? What's up? But it is what it is. Hey, what's up, Cynthia? Welcome. Spawn redirected you guys over here. I really appreciate it. Okay, what more interesting, the closure we get in August. Oh yes. It's going to be interesting. I know it's been at least a couple years since all this started, and I'm pretty sure that this could be just aggravating Jeremy and George to death. I mean, it's got to really be bothering them. I haven't had that much of encounters with stuff like this, but I know the little bit of encounter I've had with either law enforcement or courts, it's been very, hello, Krabby. It's been very nerve-wracking for me in the past when I've had actual things I had to worry about. And the little bit of stuff I've had to deal with, I know how it hurt me, how it aggravated me. I can just imagine how all this is bugging the shit out of Jeremy and George. It's got to. Ozzy Just Jen, what's happening, girl? Kathy, welcome. Oh, I'd love to be a fly on the wall in the judges' chambers. Oh, yes. That would be one heck of a day right there. To hear all the stuff going through that judge's mind. Oh, I can just see it now. Yeah, Jeremy got slapped a little bit for his behavior during his first deposition. But I think during the second one, the judge's eyes were opened and could see exactly. Hey, what's up, Spawn? Welcome, buddy. Thank you for sending them. Spawn. I appreciate it, man. Means a lot to me. But yeah, I think the judge, his eyes got opened with how Bruce conducts himself in a courtroom setting. Well, especially in a deposition. And he's probably seen that when people talk about ambulance chasers, he gives ambulance chasers a bad name, in my opinion. You got ambulance chasers right here, and he's right here. I mean, he's below him. He's worse. It's like he got his degree or his license out of a Cracker Jack box, and it's pretty funny. We had the pictures confirmed. FYI, what pictures would that be, Spano? There's so many of them. Are you talking about the ones dealing with Robbie? Oh, man. You guys, we're just climbing on up there. Spawn sent all of his troopers over here to hang out with us. I appreciate it, man. If you guys don't mind, please take a second, hit that like button, and take the links for both channels and share them out to all your social media if you would, please. It helps old ScrewTube send us out into the interwebs. The mods are constantly posting our links to our channels. So it would help us out a lot if you guys would send them on out. Man, I'm talking a mile a minute. Yeah, okay. I watched a little bit of the end of your stuff there, talking about Miss Barb, Spawn. Yes, I saw that. That's going to be interesting. Joe, what's happening? Welcome. Lots and lots of new faces in here today. I appreciate each and every one of you guys coming over to hang out with us today. It really helps the channel grow. If you don't mind hit that subscribe button, ring that bell for all notifications. We're usually on every morning, Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. For you guys across the pond, that's 5 hours later. So that would make it 4 o'clock in the afternoon for you guys across the pond. Ammo's girl, Lilu, got Facebook drop. Thank you, Lilu. I'm telling you, my admins are top-notch admins, boy. They take care of old Georgie and me a lot better than I could take care of us all by myself. We got some of the best admins out there. But I appreciate all you guys showing up and spreading the love. Spreading the love. And just so everybody coming in late to this, Georgie's Wi-Fi or internet has given her fits. She's having some really bad storms right now. But she is out there listening, and she will be commenting, I imagine, in the chat on and off. Hopefully they get her up and going so she's back. But for right now, you just got old Coop. I'm by myself. So take it easy on me. Oh, that's quite all right. Quite all right. Yeah. Oh, we got all the house in here. So, what's next coming down the pipe for Mr. Hells? I know his whatnot is just taking off, and he's doing a great job. Well, hello, Nancy. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Always nice to see new faces. But I know Jeremy's whatnot is taking off. Man, oh man. It's one of those situations where you see all the success. Happy New Year's to you too, Lilu. You see all of his success on his auction stuff with his storage units and his success with whatnot. And it just makes me anyway feel like, man, I can do this. I live in Florida. We've got some of them good storage units down here too. But I just haven't taken that leap. Yeah, the birds are right now. They've got me pissed off right now. They're in there doing bad stuff. I'm going to have to go in there and squirt them with the water bottle here in a minute. Usually they're stuck on me, but well, thank you, DW. I'll check it. That's anybody needs to get a hold of me. That's the easiest way to get a hold of me is through my like page on Facebook. Krabby, Happy New Year, everyone. Hope everyone has a new yeah. Happy New Year to you too. We appreciate everybody coming in and talk to us today. And as you guys know, the chat usually moves a little too fast for me, so I only catch here and there on who's talking. And I'm sure Miss Gail will be in here to call me out on something soon. Yes, they work very hard, Robert. They work very hard. I mean, I think about the only thing that would stand in our way. There's Miss Gail. There she is. About the only thing that would stand in our way as far as the storage units would go would be where to put everything. Yeah, whenever I check it, it usually doesn't tell me I have stuff. It pops up in my notifications where my regular messenger, it actually yells at me and says, hey, you've got messages. Where my one over on Facebook, it doesn't tell me. It just gives me a silent notification. But I do see it eventually. Oh, you're extremely welcome there, Krabby. I try my best to just a question. I thought would line up being on the Fleece channel. Would this not be violation? That's a good question right there, Linda. Very good question. I believe you're correct. I believe it's a form of violating the Ohio PO. her going on to the fleas, whether it be in their chat or whether it be on telephone call or whether it be on their live stream. I believe just her talking about Jeremy in any way, shape, or form online is, I think it's a violation. Now, whether or not the judges will see it that way, I have no idea. But I do believe she's calmed down as far as what she posts on social media. But if you think about it, she's just got the fleas to do it for her. And that's pretty sad. I mean, I honestly think that they're going to get into a world of trouble about this. They had trolls last night trying to mess up his what? Jen, they have trolls all the time. But as much as it hurts Jeremy's business, them running up the bids and then refusing to pay for the items, the one good thing out of it is anyone that's on Whatnot has to link their bank information and all their information to be able to bid. And when they stiff a Whatnot host, I would imagine that they get booted and then they can never, participate in those auctions again. And if that's the case, they're only going to have so many bank accounts, and because you got to hook your bank account to it or some way of paying. So, yes, Ammo's girl, third party communication. And although they're not really specifically saying Jeremy's name, I do believe when they call him Germ, everybody knows who they're talking about. It's not gonna end well for them. I don't know exactly what Jeremy has coming down the pipeline for the after effect of all of this, but I'm probably pretty sure there's going to be some more stuff besides just the federal court. I mean, they've interjected themselves into his business so far that it's going to come back to bite them in more ways than it's just this federal. I think there's going to be more cases down the road. Started there. Exactly, Yamaha Biker. I'm sorry. She sits here and says, "Oh, we're not PR for Lynette." And then she turns around and says, "Yes, we are PR for Lynette." Now she's saying we're not PR for Lynette. Now we've got Bubbles. We got new evidence showing Bubbles actually considers Lynette a celebrity. A celebrity. Can you imagine that? She's not a celebrity. She's a public figure. She turned herself into a public figure the first time she contacted a news agency to do a story on her with the child. That she created her own persona right there out of the gate before Jeremy ever came along. So she was a public figure from that point on. The woman's probably made more money. Mercedes, how are you today? Hey, good morning, Mercedes. Merry Christmas to you. We had a fabulous, fabulous Christmas. Mama and I, we did a lot of cooking. We did a lot of lazy, laying around, eating all day. My blood sugar, I can attest to that. My blood sugar was over the roof. Or, excuse me, through the roof. Well, Lilu, I would send Yamaha Biker a link in a heartbeat to come on and shoot the shit with me, but I have no way to contact him. If he would send me a message on Facebook, my messenger, I would be glad to send him a link and have him come on and shoot the shit with me. It helps having a co-host. My co-host today is just temporarily out of commission. But she will be back as soon as she gets a chance. She will be back. So let's go. All right. What do we have here? Oh, what is she? I got you, girl. I got you. I hear you. I hear you. Don't worry about it. Everything be all right. Yamaha Biker, if you want to come on, brother, just send me an old message and I'll get you on here. You can come make all of the women swoon and fall in love with you. Tammy Grenier. Sorry, guys, I'm doing a little bit of reading. All right. Oh, man. See, my little old channel. All right, Yamaha Biker. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. You ever want to come on, just send me a message. I'll send you a link, brother. Everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I did. Here we go. We'll pop this up. Ba-bam, ba-bam, ba-bam. Yeah. My babies. My babies. We'll get my babies. Image. Pictures. Where's my babies? There, we got my babies. Kabam. My little babies. My little babies. So, Yamaha Biker, you a leathersmith too? Hey, that'll be enough of that, young man. That is another one of my hobbies that I absolutely love doing is working with leather. I need to do more of it. I haven't messed with any of my leather stuff in a long time. Lemon Honey, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, this Gail, this victim crap. That's exactly what it is. It's just all crap. The only victims are Jeremy and George. I mean, in my opinion, that's the only victims are Jeremy and George. Their other so-called victims aren't victims. They're just bad people that have injected themselves into Jeremy's life. And when Jeremy stands up, they want to call themselves victims. Nah, they're not victims. They're just garbage dwellers looking for attention on social media. Yes, Krabby. Positive creators are always a blessing. I didn't want to cover any of this stuff when I first started my live stream journey, but it's something that matters to me. I've been a Jeremy Hells fan for a long time. There you go, Yamaha. I'm the same way. I get my attention span is very short. So I'm constantly moving from hobby to hobby to hobby to hobby. Today it could be lasers. The next day it could be CNC. The next day it could be leather. One day it could be paracord. The next day it could be making tripods. You just never know with me. But yeah, I started this because I'm a Jeremy Hells fan, been a fan for a long time. And when the 2-inch pipe stuff came out, yes, it sparked my interest a little more. I was into Jeremy's content way before any of that stuff came out. And the 2-inch pipe to me was interesting. It was entertaining. But then when Lynette stuck her foot in her mouth, that's when it became apparent that there was a problem other than just 2-inch pipe. So instead of taking Jeremy's word for it right out of the get-go, right out of the gate, I went over to Lynette's Otter Creek Friends and Family. And there are a lot of people on Jeremy's side and not on Jeremy's side that's never known about that group, never been in that group. I spent 6 months in there watching, listening, not saying a word until she shut it down. And it didn't take long for me to realize who the bad person was. I'm telling you guys, some of the nasty, vile things that woman posted several times a day just in that one group was enough for me to make up my mind who the bad person in this whole scheme was. And it was not Jeremy Hells. Jeremy Hells was basically going to the internet defending himself, making her the bad guy, which she is the bad guy. But it didn't just stop with her little groups. She was actually going into the county and city groups on Facebook, potential customers of Jeremy's, running their pie hole, her and Crook both. And when he did his dollar sale, that was where I drew the line. He put out his dollar sale. Crook, I don't know who did it. I don't know if it was Crook that did it or Crook had somebody do it, but they took a screenshot of Jeremy's post. They replaced the pictures with a whole bunch of dildos and sex toys, and then spread it all over the group, saying his dollar sale, he was selling this garbage, which was a complete fabricated lie. That's the nasty, vile stuff that I've seen. And I'm sorry, every single bit that Jeremy has said about these people is absolutely true. They are garbage. They are filthy people that are looking for nothing but free money out of Mr. Hells. Do I sound like a super fan? Yes, I do sound like a super fan. Am I a stalking super fan? No, I am not. I've been on YouTube 3 times longer than Jeremy. I know all about crazy people. I know all about boundaries and how hard it is to trust people that you meet on social media. So he has no worries about me stalking him anywhere. Matter of fact, if I'm in his vicinity, more than likely I'll go the other way. It's not because I don't like him. It's just he doesn't need to be bothered by somebody that he doesn't know. Now, if I meet him one day, him and George, I'd love that, just to be able to pick his brain. But he's got enough people looking to take advantage of him every single day. He doesn't need me getting in the middle of that saying hello. So, a lot of that. Oh, let's see. What does Cynthia have to say here? We'll hide this one. We'll post this one. Oh, Lynette has done this in other. Yes, she has. She's done it everywhere she's lived. She's done it in one shape, fashion, or form, Cynthia. She has. She is what I call a generational grifter, especially on welfare. Some of you guys have probably heard that she tried getting custody of her 5 grandkids. Well, that was 5 new paychecks. She never got custody, which thank God she didn't. Just imagine how those kids would turn out. But she looked at getting those 5 kids as paychecks because the state, especially in Florida, the state pays quite a bit of money to the people that foster children. And that's all that Harley Grace is for her right now, is a paycheck. She's getting disability on that child. She's getting foster money on that child. She's getting all kinds of money on that child that we don't see. But I know for a fact, because I've got friends of mine that are foster parents, and I know how much those people make. They make a lot. They make a lot. Which the money is there for the kids. Okay, it's supposed to be. But I guarantee that the money she's getting for Harley Grace is not being spent on Harley Grace whatsoever. That's paying for her bills. That's paying for her medication that she calls it, medication. Yep, she is, Max. She is a flat out bum. She's when they talk about grifting, she is a grifter. She will find every angle she can find to make money without working. And the sad thing is throughout, this is one thing that I can't understand why she hasn't capitalized on this. All the little innuendos and all the little sayings that she's said through these depositions and through these court hearings and all this, like my anxiety over the roof, I plead the fifth. She could be capitalizing on this stuff. There are actually literally companies online that will take your images that you create and put them on mugs, put them on shirts, put them on hats, and they will sell the stuff for you. All you have to do is promote the site. And then they send you money when the stuff. Tell me she doesn't have enough fools over there donating money to her that they wouldn't buy this products. It's such an easy way for her to make money, and she refuses to do it. It just blows my mind at the money she's just pissing away that would go straight in her pocket, not the flea's pocket, not Bruce's pocket, straight in her pocket. And all she has to do is just create some images using her sayings, upload them, and make money off of it. You're right, Lulu. It takes a brain, but it's not real hard to figure out. I mean, for criminity's sake, Canva, you can go on to Canva and use Canva's free membership to create a lot of stuff. And once you create the image, okay, I've got the image. Now upload it to Teespring or this 4-page, whatever it is that Mike uses. I mean, there's just so many of those companies that they could do this and make money with. And they're not doing it. And the sad part is right now, it would have been good 6 months ago for her to start doing this. But she could start it up right now today. And all of those fools that are giving money to the fleas, they would be more than happy to go to her website and buy this products that she makes. And then that would be cutting the middleman out. The fleas wouldn't be making any money then. It's crazy. I don't get it. Oh, I hope the federal judge asks for current doctor's visits and diagnosis for Harley Grace. Also, and that's another thing. You guys noticed that, like the Christmas party and the fence raising and all that stuff, Harley Grace is running around with people with no masks on and sitting on people's laps and being held by people and no masks on anybody. The only time that child has a life-threatening disease is when it benefits Lynette. I mean, it's funny because she sits there and preaches and moans and groans about how her child has a life-threatening disease and can't go out in public unless people have masks on and blah, 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 blah. Well, she's already been debunked and proven a liar just by the little bit of interaction that the child has had with the fleas and her posse that came out for Christmas and the fence raising. It just goes to show it's only a life-threatening disease when she needs it to be. So let's find us another comment. Okay. Debunked. Can we say debunked? Exactly, Roy. The judge is not going to care about anything other than Jeremy proving his case. And I'll tell you right now, I'm not a lawyer. I have no sense of the law whatsoever, just a little bit that I've seen in my lifetime. But just as a layperson that's never set foot in a courtroom over something like this, I can actually see, and it's not me hoping or wishing that it's right. It's the fact that I can actually see where they've done all the stuff they've been accused of. And I don't think the judge is going to have a problem at all with finding for Jeremy. I mean, if Jeremy does not win this, something's crazy. They're going to have to come up with something to crucify the man for him to lose. And I don't think that they've got anything remotely close enough to counteract what he's got. There definitely has been a changes. Right, Lilu. Right. One of the things that blows my mind is the crook getting arrested. That really blows my mind. How can crook get arrested, taken to jail, and actually tell the police officers, actually confess when confronted with the fact that he lied, actually confess to the crime? And you've got Lynette sitting over here telling everybody that he did it, that he's a liar. And so they confront Crook about it, and he confesses. Okay, in my opinion, why did this get thrown out? Why didn't this go to court? You didn't need Wes. You didn't need Patty. Why didn't this go to court? They had a confession. What more do you need? So that begs that just blows my mind how the district attorney could just throw it out, let him out of jail when he confessed. They found the firearms. I don't care what anybody says. They found the firearms that he pulled on those people. They caught him in so many lies. And then the cherry on the top was Lynette telling the police that he's an habitual liar. He doesn't know how to tell the truth. No, he don't, because he's a damn liar. But man, how he gets released from jail after confessing. I mean, the number one thing that a lawyer tells you is do not say a word. When you are arrested, keep your trap shut until you see me. Don't say a word. Well, the minute that the police got done talking to Lynette and they went and cornered him with the information that she gave them, he cracked like an egg. I mean, he let it all flow. Yes, I pulled a gun on them. Yes, but I thought that they had a gun. Excuse me, how does this even remotely resemble a gun? I mean, come on. They weren't yelling at him. They weren't screaming at him. It was the exact opposite. They yelled and screamed. And the minute he confessed that he lied, that he did do what he was accused of doing, that right there should lend every single bit of credibility to the people that he actually pulled the gun on. I don't care what Wes's criminal background is, what kind of a piece of shit he is. I don't care about that. The fact of the matter is, the minute Crook was caught in all of his lies and he was confessed that he did do it, that right there lent all the credibility to the other people's side. And oh my goodness, oh my God, Lynette's favorite thing. It was all staged. It was all staged. There was 15 people up at the post office before all this even happened. No, there wasn't. This happened. Wes drove away. He contacted Travis Travis contacted Jeremy. Jeremy contacted George. And George went to the post office to meet up with them. There was not 15 people up there standing there waiting. This was all staged. They were up there to document the situation of what had just happened. Because in all facts about it, Wes and the child and Patty, they all went to Tubetown. Tubetown is on Jeremy's land. So that involves Jeremy. Yeah, the sheriffs did their job. It's the DA that just threw it all out. And that's where I think sometimes Jeremy gets a little carried away with his posting. They look at it, the DA looked at it as, okay, here is a YouTuber coming after me. And the DA just decided, no, there's more to this. There, instead of them looking at the facts and the truth, they just released old Crook and said, have a nice day. It's a YouTuber starting trouble. They didn't look at the facts and base their decision on the facts. They based their decision off Jeremy being a YouTuber, which in my opinion was wrong. Don't matter if you're a YouTuber, social media influencer, what you are. If you've had a crime committed against you, the people that committed crime should be punished for it. And Crook was not punished based off of opinions from the DA. Just my humble opinion. Don't know about what you guys think, but that's just my humble opinion. No, they don't, Gail. The sheriff's department does not answer to anyone. And at the end of the day, I think the sheriff's department did a pretty good job on that whole situation. I think the sheriff's department, they got a search warrant. They came out. They did their job. They got a confession. They booked him into jail. And once their job was done, the district attorney said, okay, it's just a YouTuber running his mouth. We're just going to let this man out. I don't think that the DA's office thinks that Crook is an innocent bystander in the whole situation. I just think that the DA office has never dealt with the kind of publicity that they're getting. And with all of the garbage that they've put in Jeremy through, with not honoring the Ohio restraining order, they're not used to somebody standing up to them. And that's exactly what they've gotten. Jeremy is standing up to them. Oh, hello, my pretty. How are you today, young lady? And I believe that in these small counties, the sheriff's department usually has a big head. Any of your court system all think they have big heads because they're from a small town. They're from a small county. So they think, okay, I'm top dog in this town. You're going to do what I say and blah, 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 blah. It's not run on the level that bigger cities are ran, like Lakeland, Tampa, Miami, Orlando. You know, those cities, their court system is completely different from Podunk, Levy County. Hey, right back at you, my pretty. So I think that when Jeremy started calling out the sheriff's department and calling out the district attorney's office and calling out CPS, I'm thinking they're looking at that as an attack on them, and nobody's going to attack them. So you want to attack us? We're not going to take care of you the way you're supposed to be taken care of. But in the long run, at the end of all of this, I do believe Jeremy has a very, very strong case against Florida government because of what they've done by not enforcing the Ohio PO. And that's going to be an interesting right there. Because, I mean, we're not talking hundreds of thousands. We're talking about tens of millions of dollars he could potentially win, all because they don't want to recognize a legal document from another state. I think that's going to hurt them a whole lot worse than what they realize. Oh, let's find us another question. Oh, exactly. I didn't know that happened, DW. Uh, that will be interesting to see how that plays out. Does anybody actually know who signed the book? Who did that? Because that's just, to me, that's instigating a problem right there. Somebody from the garbage dwellers going across the street to sign the guest book. That's just creating hostility in my opinion. I might be wrong, but that's just my humble opinion. But according to old Bruce, we're not allowed to have those opinions. Anybody that has an opinion that differs from theirs, they're saying slander and defamation. If our opinion, well, I think the flea bags and old Bubbles kind of forgot what the meaning of defamation is. Defamation is when you say something bad about someone and you don't have the proof to back it up. I mean, it's clear and simple. The proof is all over social media how ignorant Bubbles is. I mean, every time he types something or every time he says something on the Fleas channel, he just that's proof he's stupid. It don't matter how. Exactly, SMN. They are supposed to take the child's health and welfare above anything else. And child services, I don't know what the issue is. I'm going to be straight up honest about this. Everybody talks about how nasty Lynette's place is. And I agree, it's nasty. But there are homes in Florida that are far, far, far worse than hers. And children reside in those houses. I mean, it's not but a couple of miles from my place in a place called Saddle Creek. That there are some homes over there that are literally falling down. They have so much garbage in their yard. It's surprising that the state or county or whatever hasn't come in and condemned it. So I'm not taking up for her, but I'm saying when it comes to CPS, there's a lot of places that are just as bad, if not worse, in Florida. All right, DW, have a good one. We'll see when you get back if you make it in time. Are you sure you would want him to do that, Lucas? Your belly would probably get poked too much by his nose. I wouldn't doubt that at all, Lilu. I mean, that's like a big melting pot cesspool up there. Unless you move into that county, if you were born and raised there, you probably have a lot of uncle daddies and grandma moms. There are a lot of nice people in Otter Creek, but there are a lot of flipping boneheads too. Well, Linda, does that surprise you? I mean, it doesn't take much for old. What does Wendy call her? Mucus mouth? Yeah, Wendy calls her mucus mouth. Wendy over in the fake haters group. But that doesn't surprise me at all. They go off on everybody. If you don't ally with sheesh, I'm getting tongue tied. I've been tongue tied all morning. If you don't align with their narrative, you're automatically garbage to them. They will cuss you up one side and down the other, especially if you comment in their chat, which I do not. I am not subscribing to them. I am not talking to them. I stay away from them. If anybody's noticed, there is not one shred of anything on my channel that has their name in it whatsoever. I'm not going to promote those nasty, vile people for anything in the world. I still think old Super Dave's a little upset and a little jealous that he didn't get added to the defendants list. But he's just a little small speck in a big cesspool. He doesn't count for anything. I mean, he's helped pull all these people together, all of these garbage people together, but in the scheme of things, he's nobody. I mean, he used to come into the Shady Bunch before he got banned, and he would post a comment or post a post knowing that it was going to rile people up. Well, then when people would get in his comment board giving their opinion, once he got so many opinions of him fighting with them, and of course, he wouldn't say anything derogatory. He would defend his stance politely. But then the fat fool would run straight to YouTube and call out every single person on that post by name. By name. That's how he was creating content. Well, once Tat saw that, DJ Radis, that was it. He got his butt out of there, blocked him, kicked him out of the group. All right, Lilu. Yes, Russ Meeks, from what I understand, I have no proof of it, but from what I understand, yes, he has family. Not to be nasty or negative, Travis won't do anything as far as the Trespass 5. Willis said he will start a GoFundMe to pay. Well, Sharon, I don't think Travis has anything to worry about. I'm pretty sure that case has been dismissed as well. I don't think it's going anywhere either. I don't think Travis will ever do anything. All right, Max. Thank you. Yes, there's their little ecosystem dream of trying to ruin Jeremy Hells. It's going to cost them dearly, Roy. I've said this 100 times. Those people do not care about that child. They do not care about Lynette, and they do not care about John Crook. All they care about is sticking it to Jeremy Hells. That is it. That's the only reason they survive and they do all of this stuff. It's because they have a beef with Jeremy Hells before Lynette ever came into the picture. They're using Lynette and her situation to push their narrative. Same way with Robbie, same way with Fat Dave, Stupid Dave. Bubbles, he's the head organizer. He's the only one out of the whole bunch that did not have an agenda coming into this against Jeremy Hells. His agenda was his mac and cheese garbage. But all the rest of them have all had an agenda because at some point in time, they've gotten into it with Jeremy over something that we know nothing about. I don't know what happened between him and Robbie. I really don't care. I know Jeremy came out on top more than likely, but Robbie, apparently there was something in Robbie's meeting Jeremy that struck Jeremy as bad, and Jeremy walked away. Okay, bye. And as far as Lisa, she supposedly was a mod for Jeremy. Okay, well, we don't know what happened. She never shows any proof of anything. All she does is, okay, it's coming out of my mouth, so that shows you the proof. No, it don't. Jeremy Hell, that's what's got so many people agreeing with Jeremy Hells, because he shows the proof. He literally shows the evidence. That's why so many people are on his side, and they have such a small little tiny, puddle of shit that they walk around in. Oh, the police channel should be taken down. Yes, they should, Max. Yes, they should. I'm waiting on it. But like Jeremy said, they have 2 or 3 more channels. I think they got one that's called Lemur or something, and they got 2 of those. But I find it funny. I find it real funny that what's her name, Tori, the Leather Queen. The one that likes the S&M stuff. I find it funny that not one bit of this drama has ever touched her channel. She doesn't talk about it on her channel at all. As far as I know, Robbie pretty much keeps it off of his channel. Bubbles has his own channel, but he hasn't put anything on his channel about this. They all go over to the Thunder Cows channel to run their pie hole and get their voices heard, which I got to hand it to them. That's pretty smart. Let Thunder Cow 1 take the hit for all of their garbage. But in the long run, even though they're not using their channels to go after Jeremy, they are running their mouth about Jeremy. And that's going to catch them. That's going to come to them. It's going to get them in the long run. Well, Melanie, I agree completely. He doesn't want to be around people like that. I'm not going to sit here and say that the people he walked away from were on rugs, because I really don't know. I do know that a lot of them have admitted being on rugs in the past, but as far as being on them now or when they knew Jeremy, I have no idea. I would say that probably has a lot to do with Jeremy's opinion of them and the reason why he walked away from them. But I really don't know. I have not talked to Jeremy, so I don't know his reasoning behind all that. And as far as I know, he's never given a reason on his channel, which that's his right. I mean, things that happen in his life that he wants to post, he'll post. Things he doesn't want to post, he has every bit of the power not to post it. Oh, talk is cheap. It is fine to let people think you are. Exactly, Sharon. Exactly. The best thing for those people to do, and I know they're not going to do it. I mean, every time, even if they get added as defendants in this case, I actually believe that they're going to do what they did when Jeremy said they were adding them. I think they're going to double down and they're going to get even nastier. I just think that's how they are. That's who they are, and that's what they're going to do. They're going to remain being nasty until they're forced not to be. And okay, I was on Larry's live stream. Oh, I wouldn't doubt it, Ozzy. I wouldn't doubt it at all. I've got him blocked. I mean, Bubbles came into our chat back in the beginning when I started doing live streams, and he got booted by the admins, but I went and put him straight on the no-fly list. I mean, he can sit out there and he can watch, but he'll never be allowed to comment. I just don't have time for his nonsense. I mean, people want to sit there. Oh, you're taking free speech away from these people. No, I'm not. This is my channel. It's Georgie's channel. It's Spawn's channel. It's whoever is hosting a channel. It's their channel, and they decide whether or not they want garbage on their chat. Okay. And if you don't want garbage, that's not going against the Constitution. That's not stripping people of their A1 rights. That's just you saying, no, you're not bringing that shit over here. So if they don't like it, they can suck eggs. I mean, it's just that plain and simple. Maggie Angel, she is having real bad storms right now, and it's affecting her internet. So When she does get back up and running, she will be back on. Uh, this is streaming on her channel. Thank God she was able to pair it before the storms took out her internet, but that's where Georgie's at. She's safe, healthy, and happy. She just can't communicate right now. That doesn't mean she's not over there probably biting all of her fingernails, wanting to talk, but she'll be back as soon as her internet comes back up. You just trust me on that one. Exactly, my pretty. I mean, I've been a firm believer in our Constitution ever since I could even remember reading it. And I do believe that with rights come responsibility. And when you take those rights and you use them irresponsible, it's going to come back and bite you in the butt. I mean, it says right there in the Constitution, the only people that cannot strip your ability to talk from you is the government. Says nothing about old Coop sitting over here in Florida. It just says nothing about me not being able to do it. So you come spewing your garbage, I don't have to listen to it. You can preach censored all you want till you're blue in the face. I really don't care. Bubba's been trying to hump so many legs. Exactly. Exactly, Yamaha biker. It's funny because at this point, through all of this situation, you would think that he would give up running his pie hole in these hate groups and on these hate channels, because the attention he's getting is not the attention he wanted. Not in my opinion. I mean, I'm sorry. I would rather just shut my mouth than have people hate me. And that's exactly what he's got. He's got people and all the stuff he's done online, it's there forever. It's not going anywhere. So anybody that does a search on his law firm or his ability to be a lawyer, this garbage is all going to come up. You think anybody's going to want to hire him? I mean, he's going to have to basically do stuff for free just to gain, clients. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Margaret. Exactly. I was arguing with I can't remember her name. She's one of the popular haters over in the hater group on Facebook. And I basically told her, I said, shit, man, you fell down that stupid tree, hit every branch, and then you turned around and climbed back up in that thing. What's wrong with you? You already stupid. You want to be more stupid? Oh, let's see. What does he say? Some people like that, good or bad. He likes the attention. Yeah, he likes the attention. And he's getting it. I just don't think it's ever going to be the attention that he wants. Because you take the hell side of the fence where I'm on, Tug, Megan, Larry, DJ Radish, Veteran Nation, Georgie Spawn, what the hells. You take this side of the fence, right? All of us combined together are just outnumber those people 10-1. I mean, they have not grown hardly at all. And matter of fact, they've lost quite a bit of their subscribers. And they just have a small percentage of haters that come and hate every night, every day. They come over there and hate on Jeremy Hells. Every time the fleas are on, they come over there, they show up. That's because Mucus Mouth gets them all whipped up into their little frenzy and gets them going. And those people, they live for hatred. That's all they live for. That's all they want to do is hate. And it's sad. It's really sad. I hope the judge takes these idiots. Magic Girl, I believe the judge will. It's kind of questionable on a few of the names that Jeremy has put as new defendants, in my opinion. Some of them I don't think will make it, but I think some of them, if the judge actually reads it, I think some of them the judge will put on the defendant's side. I'm not positive. Oh, did Georgie show up in the chat? Yes, she did. Oh, man. Need a new mouse. Need a new mouse. There she is. And no, I'm not okay, but oh well, it is what it is. Well, you're breathing, so you're okay. Take the time and just spend it with the babies. Things will get fixed. You'll be back online before you know it, girl. We'll talk about it later when I get off of here. I'm not going to be on here much longer. I think I'm going to skip out of here around 1 o'clock today, my normal time. That's pretty. Georgie and I, every once in a while, before the live stream goes live, we'll go in the back room and we'll be able to talk. And with her Wi-Fi being out, that's kind of a pain. Because a lot of times we'll use Restream before the stream starts to talk about what we're going to talk about. And to be honest with you guys, it's been tough on me today. I'm usually not this talkative all at one time. I do miss my co-host. I do miss my co-host. She's somebody I can bounce off of. And today I've just been a mile a minute. This is probably a side of old Coop most of you guys have never seen. But I'm taking a page out of some of my friends' playbook. You know, some of the other guys that I watch and listen to. I just got to grab the old bull by the horns and just go with it. Hello, Linda. Hello. DW is back. Lucas is back. Oh, and I guarantee how many, if you guys haven't liked the video, please hit that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to both Georgie and my channel. Hit the thumbs up on both our channels. And if you don't mind, subscribe. The admins have been posting links to Facebook and YouTube. So if you guys don't mind, please subscribe to us. It helps the channels grow and helps ScrewTube launch us into the interwebs. Oh, man. Now I'm losing train of thought again. That's nothing new. But no, as a lot of you guys know, I am a Jeremy Hell's fan. Been a fan of his for a long, long time. I admire his work ethic. I admire the fact that he has created something from nothing. And he works very hard at everything he does. I am not a Linut fan, nor am I a Thundercow fan. I am not a Bubbles fan. Because in my mind, these are all garbage dwellers. They feed off of negativity. They create nothing on their own. And that's all they'll ever be. They'll never be anything other than what they are. But enough about that. Oh, I see. See, I can't do that. Georgie, she's a texting machine. She's sitting there putting them comments out there just da-da-da-da-da. I can't do that. I have to watch one comment at a time. Well, thank you, Ozzy. Thank you. But Jeremy I don't follow a lot of what he does as far as business goes. I mean, I'm not into the storage facility auctions. You know, I'm not on Whatnot. but just some of the ideas that Jeremy puts forth on how he participates in all these businesses. I use some of that logic in the things that I do, and it helps tremendously when you listen to other successful people and how they got to be successful. It gives you ideas how you can be successful. And he's done a lot of good, in my opinion. Their channels aren't going to be anything. I mean, they were doing anywhere from 200 to 400 views on their little crystal rock thing till this came along. They've made a bunch of money off of the drama. When all of the drama is gone, they'll probably ride on it, licking their wounds for 6 months. And then they'll most likely either one of two things, my pretty. They will either look for the next piece of drama they can latch a hold of, or they'll go back to their selling crystal dildos. That's probably what'll happen. Me, live streaming to me has just been a way for me to get to know my subscribers. Live streaming has been my main focus since I started my channel back up after being down for 4 years. And the reason I've focused so hard on my live streaming is because live streaming gets your watch hours up there faster. And I needed to get my watch hours up there faster because of all the content I've created over the past 15 years. It was just sitting there all by itself. So once I got my watch hours back up, I was able to monetize. So all my past videos, my tutorials are now making monetary strides. And as far as me, the drama goes, okay, bye. I got lots of things I can talk about. I can pick on Georgie. I can pick on Tat. I can talk about what's going on in my life. I've got over 400 tutorials teaching people how to do things. I can talk about that stuff for years. So I don't think it's going to affect my channel when the drama's gone. But I know it's going to affect theirs. I do know that. There you go. There you go. Oh, and hey, if you guys haven't checked out Wise Angel from the UK, y'all check her out. She's got some pretty cool videos up there. She's a crafter. She makes a lot of stuff with her hands. And from the past few videos that I've seen, their latest one, she's doing, what are you doing? Tarot card reading, is it? Johnny D, what's up, buddy? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Johnny. Magic girl. But to answer Pam's question, my pretty, yeah, I'm pretty sure their channels are probably going to, if they don't latch a hold of some new drama, their channels are going to go right back to the same garbage they were dwelling before. I mean, by having the drama, it brings in all the fools to their chat. They've got them roped into the chat. And then the last couple of hours they're on, they've already got their people in their chat wanting to talk about the drama. Now they can sell them all these rocks. But once the drama's gone and the people see they don't have anything to talk about, no, they don't have anything to talk about. Well, that's just going to dwindle their audience down to back to just watching crystal videos. But I'm sure with all the money they have made off of this drama stuff, I'm pretty sure they're going to latch a hold of some kind of drama to keep it going. And David, what's up? What's up? And I haven't run across, matter of fact, I've missed probably 99% of the comments in the chat today, but I'm pretty sure we don't have any trollios, or we haven't had any trollios. I haven't seen anything from any of the admins saying that we did, which that's a good thing because I welcome everybody. You want to come over here and participate. As long as you aren't nasty, you're welcome to stay. But just remember, every minute you watch my videos, trollios, because we got 45 people. At one time, we had over 60 people watching on just my side. That's not counting Georgie's. Right now, there's 85 people watching, and I'm the only one on here running my pie hole. So, and I can guarantee that the big majority of the people watching are trolls, are the haters, which that's fine with me. They just put more money in my pocket to feed my chickens. Okay. Every minute they watch just feeds my chickens, buys another chicken, a 50-pound bag of chicken feed. So you guys can watch all you want, and I will be going straight to the bank with every dime you make me. Of course, I don't push super chats. I don't push any of that. I do have them available. They are appreciated, but they are not required. Nobody is here is forced to do anything. Do I have commercials on my stuff? You darn right I do. Because the videos that I made in the past, those tutorial videos, they took time to make. They took a lot of my time to make those tutorial videos, and they deserve to be monetized. But other than that, every troll is welcome as long as they are not nasty. And so far, our admin team have been top notch. We've really not had anybody on here that's been nasty, which I like. All right, what time's it getting to be, guys and gals? We got about another 20 minutes before I'm going to head off to Coop Land and feed the chickens and take care of the tickles and the blue. Bam! Oh, shit, now y'all can really see me. But this has been a long morning trying to keep you guys entertained, and I hope I've done a good job. I hope we've learned something. I mean, I don't know what we could have learned, but I hope we've learned something. I hope we've all gotten along. I love seeing all the new pieces. Lila, you didn't have to do that, darling. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. Oh, super chat, but well deserved. Thank you, Lilu. Like I said, it's appreciated, but never requested. I really appreciate it, though. What's that? Yeah. I try and keep it a little bit funny. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys don't hear any anger in my voice. I mean, I think the whole thing that side of the fence does is extremely hilarious. I don't think it's funny as far as the hurt that it's causing Jeremy. I think it's funny because of how ignorant they show themselves to be. That's what I find funny. I mean, how could anybody spend so much time on YouTube causing chaos and spouting stupidity from their mouth? I just don't. I find it hilarious. I hate the fact that Jeremy's being hurt by all of it, but I find it funny. That's why I'm coming on here and I'm just voicing my opinion about the ignorance that they spew. I hope you guys have been entertained. I know it's been entertaining for me. I do miss my co-host though, and she will be back. Going to try and get old Mr. Yamaha Biker on here one of these days. Oh, and don't worry, guys. Anybody that messages me on Facebook, I know it doesn't give you your alias on YouTube. It gives me your real name. Don't worry. Those names are all locked away. Nobody knows. Nobody will know. So if you message me, just remember whatever you're saying on here, that's what you'll be going by. You won't be going by your real name. Great chat, Coop. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you. Oh man, somebody must have went live or they got tired of listening because we dropped from about 60 something down to 41 on my side. It's a total of 85 between me and Georgie. I think some of them must have went over to Georgie. Yeah, some of them went over to Georgie. That's pretty cool. 35 on Georgie, 40 on me. Can't complain. What's up, Kiko? Missed you this morning. We've been talking. Oh, yeah. I forgot. Georgie's daughter's making her bracelets. She'll have them up for sale here soon. If you guys are interested, we're going to bring that up here shortly. Not today, but we're going to bring that up when Georgie's back up and running. So anybody that would be interested in her bracelets, Georgie, send me that photo in Messenger and I'll download it and pop it up here on the screen since you're talking about it in the chat. Shika-pong-pong. Let's see. Okay. I know she heard me. She's listening. Oh, and anybody out there that's into handcrafted goods and likes to create with their hands, we do have Swampville Craftables on Facebook. It's a crafting group where people come together and they can show off the things that they have created, no matter what it is. As long as you created it, it's welcome to be posted in our group. Gotta go, Ms. Coop. Thank you, Mercedes. We'll see you next time. I gotta figure that Discord stuff out. Y'all do, Tim, you guys, all you admins do an awesome job. But anyway, Swampville Craftables. It is a really nice place to come hang out. I haven't been active in that group for a long time. I just post periodically. But it's a lot of people posting a lot of different stuff. They're posting paracord items they've created. They're posting jewelry that they're making. They're posting all kinds of stuff. I think there's some 3D printed stuff that they're posting over there now. It's a pretty good place. Someone tell him send. Okay. I'm looking. Here we go. Oh, all right. I'm going. No, 0, 1. We'll go with that one. All right. And then we'll go this one. And then that way when they come up, and then we'll go bam. Oh. All right. So now I can pull these all up. Yeah. Blam. All right. And we'll pull this over here. We'll get rid of this. And then we'll go right here. And then we'll go right here. And we'll bam. Share this. And there you go, guys. These are the bracelets that Georgie's daughter is making. They are fabulous. I like them. I like them. So if anybody's interested, we'll be bringing these up for sale here shortly. I know today's Friday, so I don't know if I'll be on live over the weekend unless it's just a pop-up thing. But if we don't do anything this weekend with the bracelets, we will definitely be doing it on Monday. There's the third one. She only has three done right now. So this will help her to be able to buy more product to make more bracelets. So anybody wanting to buy them, she's going to probably put the money right back into more product to make more bracelets. All right, Yamaha biker. I'm fixing to skedoodle myself here shortly. But anyway, guys, those are the 3 bracelets she has made right now. I think they're all gorgeous. She's done a very, very nice job. She's done an awesome job with them. So, and with that, I think old Coop's pretty much going to get out of here. I think I'm going to head on out just a few minutes early. Leave you guys with some nice little music to send you off on your way. As a lot of you guys know, we've got the social media sites up and going. The links for those will all be down below. Come over and join us on one of them, all of them, or none of them. It's entirely up to you. And with all that being said, old Coop's pretty much going to say, Coop out.
It's that time again, my friends. Time to part till next we see. Gonna sail on different winds, but your heart stays close, my friend. Distant roads may pull us apart, but our memories never die. Underneath the same bright sky, we'll be together by and by. Until we meet again, my friends, in the stories that we've weaved, every moment that we share is a treasure we can't spare. Through the seasons we may roam, chasing dreams on a dirt road home. Every memory of our time reminds us that life's so fine. Through the seasons we may roam, chasing dreams on a dirt road home. Every memory of our time reminds us that life's so fine. Farewell is not forever, just a pause along the road. Our connection we won't sever, it's a bond that can't unfold. Until we meet again, my friends, in the stories that we've weaved, every moment that we share is a treasure we can't spare. Until we meet again, my friends, in the stories that we've weaved, every moment that we share is a treasure we can't spare.